on lichess and Twitch. I'm International Master William Pascal playing some chess this Wednesday. Wednesday morning is Weird Wednesday. We try to play some fun openings, mix it up a little bit. Taking challenges 5+3. 5+3 casual. The Schieber-Spieler. Schieber-Spieler is challenging me. It'd be nice to get a warm-up game first. Just got into the office here. Alright. Little warm-up game, maybe. You got an exam this morning? Wow. Yeah, I was going to ask you, because there's a tournament in Harkine, June the 5th, I guess. I'm not vaccinated, so I'm not going to play, but you could play. But you got school, right? It's kind of a weird time to have a tournament with everybody still in school on like the 5th of June. I think they rescheduled it. I was just looking at that. I don't know. You're probably going to start playing chess in the summer, right? Oh, that's actually, yeah, I think about school in terms of like Western countries where we have like exams at the end of the year. Maybe it's different here. Maybe you can handle that. So, yeah, American schools tend to have exams in the latest weeks of the year, so, or the semester. That's cool. So you're done. All right. Astrobate, where's my warm-up game? Come on, Astrobate. Challenge me to 5+3 so I can get warmed up before my game with Schieber-Spieler. Astrobate's probably sleeping. Now, he's in the chat. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Desperate for a warm-up game. Last time I played a random. Didn't go that well. Gita B, Carbon 14, and Noondays are in chat. It's funny that why doesn't Schieber-Spieler show up as in the chat when he's literally in the chat? Actually, there's something I'm confused about. Schieber-Spieler, do you have like your Schieber-Spieler, do you have like your thing turned off so you don't show up on Twitch? Because you're like not only in the chat, you're a VIP and you're still not showing up in my users in chat. Are you sure you don't have it like ticked off? Oh, there you are. Now you're there. All right. Because sometimes you can flick the switch and make yourself like invisible on Twitch or whatever. There's like this invisibility switch that you can turn on or off, I guess. I don't know how it works. I was just wondering why you weren't showing up in the players. Being a VIP. Malic hydroxide challenged me to 3+0. That's not slow enough. No, you're good. I guess Schieber-Spieler, it just didn't show up because you weren't here long enough. Alright, Astrobate's in the chat. Warm-up game, I forced Astrobate to play. I'm going to play Schieber-Spieler next. We move first, right? Alright. Astrobate, sorry to make you play, dude. I know, I forget I'm white. See, that's why I don't want to be playing you the first game. Schieber-Spieler, you ambushed me while I'm still sleeping. That's bad. Astrobate's black. Let's let him know. Sometimes I do forget when I'm white to move. It sounds crazy, but it's not that crazy. You just like are paying attention to the chat and assume like it's the opponent's move or something. B-Doc, welcome. We had a tournament yesterday. I managed to win it. Some of the games were okay. I was in trouble in a game or two. But that was good. We had 35 players yesterday. Sumahara, you weren't here, right? Last night. Astrobate, this is game 223. I had a coffee, but I don't feel like I got much effect out of it yet. Oh, you were 2 out of 4 and you rage quit? Maybe I just didn't see you in the chat. Man. I'm trying to wake up. I blame it on the vaccine. Must be a vaccine side effect. Is my chat? Yeah, it's on lichess. Okay. We're on lichess. Man, Aspey really tanked on that move. That's the longest I ever seen him think on one move. Strangely. I've played this a few times with black, though I don't really know it. So, the funny thing about this position is that our pawn now blocks the long diagonal for the bishop on b2. So that's kind of weird. I think, personally... Wow. That's a new one. I've only played knight d5. But okay. Maybe knight g8 is not that bad. Maybe it's not that bad. Let's see what Astrobate can do. It's like a scotch with double fianchetto. Yeah. Improved knight g8 Aliakin. I guess you can't go wrong with bishop b2 here. Wow. This is classic Astrobate provocation. Dude. He's inducing me to play like c3. No, this is clearly insane for black. I'm not afraid to go for it. I know my bishop is blocked. I mean, frankly, I'm not sure that c3 is necessarily the best move. What do you think? Should he just put his knight back on the natural square? This looks safer, actually. g4 is weakening. He doesn't get run over by d4, d5 with his knight at f5. So I know this looks crazy, but it may not be that bad. Oh no. The tangled night we weave. When at first we practice to deceive, Astrobate. I love reciting poetry for Astrobate. Is this a good move? Is this a good move? This is one of the weirdest games I've had in a long time. I'm glad that we challenged Astrobate to a game. Thoroughly worth it. Because no one in their right mind would put their knights like that on h6 and f5, but he finds a way to make it work. Good to see you, B-Jock and Schieberspieler. Schieberspieler, you asked me something. Did you ask something before? Some hallucinating. Alright. So, bishop g2. Wow, it's already Wednesday, everybody. So we have subscriber stream tomorrow night. When do I finish my stream? 1:15. 2 hours and 5 minutes. In 2 hours and 5 minutes exactly. Just a reminder, you sent me a game yesterday. I'll have to check my messages. blunder or not? Probably not. It looks reasonable, actually. Rook off the long diagonal. Prophylaxis by Astrobate. But what about d5? I'm getting out of here. But Astrobate has started to play chess differently. A little differently than he used to. And I don't know who's responsible for that. He's watching all different streamers, as far as I know. Not just the stream. But it seems like he's changed his style slightly. Definitely more controlled. It's positional in a sort of alien way. He is evolving. Malic hydroxide just picks like the most random time controls you can think of. 6 plus 2. We've got an 8 plus 5. Dude, are those guys together or something? They're actually both challenging me to like really strange time controls. We need a 5 plus 3. Oh no. I offer a take back. Astrobate. He just wants the game to be over, apparently. This isn't Crazy House or Bug House. You can't just like randomly sacrifice your knight for one pawn. I think he doesn't really want to play. I don't know if I'm more awake than I was before this game started. Or warmed up. But poor Astrobate forced to play late at night when he's probably not prepared. So I'm not going to hold it against him. Bishop h6 there. Bishop c1. We trade off our bad bishop. Let's keep that option on board. Now it's too late for black. Sack another knight. Poor dude wasn't ready to play. Astrobate's even less warmed up than I was. Sorry, man. Thanks for cooperating. But I can't be expected to play Schieberspieler with no warm-up. There is knight f6 check, but it's not a mate yet. I guess I should have done it when I had the chance in the first place. An offer you can't refuse. No. Queen h4. Oh man. This is ugly. Why did you sack that knight, Astrobate? You seriously wanted to... You just wanted to lose, didn't you? At least you increased my self-confidence going into the stream here. I had this problem with my sleep last night. This mosquito got me in the middle of the night and woke me up at like 4:30 in the morning. That's the worst. You get woken up when you're deep sleeping by the stupid mosquito, and then you can't go back to sleep. I just tried to play an illegal move. That's not a good sign. That means that we need more warm-up games. Damn it. That's why I'm so sleepy now. I just remembered. Basically, I never wake up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, but I couldn't go back to sleep. Eventually I did, but it was like cost me 2 hours of sleep. Good game, Masturbate. Thank you for being a good sport. Yeah, I gotta fix the mosquito net. All right, we have a hole where the mosquitoes can get through. These guys are just like brutalizing me with these ridiculous challenges. Please stop with the crazy challenges. It's simple. You have to challenge me 5+3 casual, not just like random time controls. All right, Sean Elias Pinto. First, I'm gonna play Sheeper Spieler. I normally take subscribers. In this case, Sheeper is not a subscriber, but he's a VIP who was on our stream regularly. Got our first ambulance for the day. Astrobate, it's for you. This ambulance is for you. I think Sheeper Spieler like pre-moved G6. What's that about? What's with the G6 pre-move? Oh yeah, it's Weird Wednesday. What am I going to do? We need something creative and unusual. It's too late for that. I started to play like you. B3. I could just do like a double fianchetto in every position randomly. Random double fianchetto. Maybe not here. If you guys watch my stream, at the bottom of the screen it says 5+3 casual. So I've been declining all sorts of other weird challenges. That's a good guess. I was looking at Queen A5 check. Possible. I don't know if that's a good move for black objectively. Yeah, I take casual challenges 5+3. Is that like all three? Well, we got a 2500 player. Wow. 1100s and 2500s. This player doesn't have that many games. I don't accept challenges from people with less than 100 games. That's the only other thing. But the others look okay. The third one, the last one, Lol Gamer doesn't have enough games. Maybe you do. You're close. Maybe we'll accept it. He's got almost 100 games. I guess it's close enough. Alright. So, Spieler Sheeper. We should play a Marazzi. I'm just trying to play weird openings today, and I forgot, so I played a strange move on move 4 to be democratic Schieberspieler plays something he doesn't normally play, the modern defense. So I countered with b3 to make it fair, because I didn't really play a weird opening to start with here. Weird Wednesday is the theme, so I play unusual stuff. But it's early in the morning and I didn't sleep enough last night, so I started to forget what I'm doing, which I often do. Chai Mate says he's been sending me challenges for the past 4 streams. Well, my last stream was a Blitz tournament. The one before that didn't happen. The one before that was a simul. So, like, the last time you could have sent me a challenge would have been Friday. And I guess I didn't get to that. But I don't do challenges like every stream. In fact, it's been since Friday since I did. But people who are subscribers to the stream get to play. Mostly on Fridays I do take open challenges. Here I'll take the challengers who are subscribers first. So we had Astrobate, Schieberspieler, who was a VIP. Zen Chess would go first for being a subscriber today. Schieberspieler loves endgames. He's an endgame lover. We're both endgame lovers. Loving me some endgames. This looks approximately better for white by 0.1. Not much, really. I don't even know if I'm better by 0.1 by computer standards. I wonder if knight f3 is an interesting move. I don't want to take on c6 and like improve his control of the center. Maybe there's a way to do that and make it work, though. I would need to play like c5, break up his pawn structure or something. Yeah, again, it's hard to do anything against this. Knight takes and knight d4, I guess. This is about equal. I have better king, but I did theoretically improve his pawn structure there. I don't know, it looks like possible to play king e3, but it's possible my king could also get under attack by these like advancing central pawns. I'm not sure I really want to do that. I think I should just play f3. His problem is that now his rook would have to defend the c6 pawn, you know? So maybe he doesn't want to do that. He could take. He could take on e4, takes on c6, rook e8. He decided to defend it. Alright, draw. Yeah, I don't like this a5, a4 break on the queen side. But I mean, maybe you should play your other rook to c8. Why not keep your rook behind that? Probably worthy of consideration. I guess he wanted to play f5. I don't know. I think it's about equal. Zen Chess, wow, thank you, man. So computer thinks you're better. I guess knight takes c6 was a mistake. Why is it evaluating 0.4 advantage to black? And that exact move you played. Why is rook a c8? Because of f5. So this is computer move. Literally the computer move. Rook a c8 better for black by 0.2. King e3 seems more risky to me. But whatever. Thanks Schieberspieler for playing. Zen Chess just donated 1,500 bits to the most instructive stream on Twitch. I hope so. I'm sure there are like World of Warcraft streams that are more instructive than mine. But I think he's talking about chess. Opel, sorry. Opel Live, wrong time control. Please re-challenge me to 5+3 if you've got 100 games or so. Please re-challenge me to to 5+3 casual. So I do take the challenges that are players that are subscribers. If you want to play first, subscribe to the stream. It's only $5 a month. That's, what does that break down to a day? Anybody do the breakdown? 17 cents a day or something? It's not a bad deal. Something like 17 cents, 16 cents a day. 16.5 cents a day. It's not bad to subscribe. Best use of 17 cents a day ever. Alright. Zen Chess, I'm going to take next. Sheepsman already has calculated out. Zen Chess and Sumihara are subscribers. I will try to take the other subscribers, I'm sorry, the other challenges that I can get to. Thanks, Sheeberspieler. Another exciting game by us. Zen Chess is really strong too. I know what I wanted to get now. I was going to get to leave the stream and get something, but I forgot what it was. So, Zen Chess, let's play the Caro-Kann. No, let's play something weird. Damn it. Having trouble focusing. We can still play something weird here. Oh, the E5. Alright. So, against the E5, we need something out of the ordinary. I guess we're going to try Knight H6. Malik. We have to play people who are subscribers to my stream first. I'm sorry, I can't just take random challenges from people first. Let's do this Knight H6 thing. Bishop D3. There was a game that Carlsen played. Carlsen. But no one has ever repeated this. Knight H6. How bad can it be, right? What if I played C5 now? It's like a hybrid. Hybridized. Hybrid. Just have to be patient there, Mali. You're pretty early in the list. Oof, we just lost a bunch of people. Where did they go? So Zen Chess is going to drop this pawn on E5? The word is sacrifice. G6, Bishop E2, Bishop G7. I can always play... Someone was talking about Bishop H3. That's a strange suggestion. I can always play F6 if I have to. Honestly, am I losing a piece here? If he played like Bishop E5 check? I guess I have to play King F8. Not good. Bishop E5 check, Bishop D7, Bishop D7, Queen D7, F4. And I drop a piece. But I don't drop a piece. I play Knight F3 check. Duh. Alright. Whatever. What am I doing? Alright. Morteza Boulet is new here. You're in the wrong place for Bullet. I only play slow. So we've got... Thought we had another subscriber challenge, but they disappeared. Well, Sumihara has bad connection. A lot of times he gets disconnected. I'll take the challenges in the order I've got them. Malik, Amir, Lol Gamer, Chimate. Chimate just disappeared. Guys, close the tab, it might disappear. Where is everyone? Rook b1. Defending bishop. Alright, so my pawn is hanging now. What about being more aggressive here? Bishop f5, leaving no square. Leaving no square for my idiotic knight. So he's threatening knight takes d5, and e6 is passive. I was thinking maybe knight to g4, but then white can just play like knight f3. What does knight g4 even do? He has knight takes d5 again. Yeah, I don't know. Don't like my position that much. But we get our knight to f5, I guess. White's position is pretty weird too, honestly. There's also queen h4. Not anymore. And that rhymes. Queen h4, not anymore. Bishop d7. I mean, this is not that bad for black. If g4, knight h4. We have a strong center. I mean, this pawn on d5 should be pretty powerful. And there are breaks on the queen side with like b6 and a5. But I think the thing is like kind of judging when to do stuff. By the way, Zenchess is a big fan of Nimzovich, so he's probably going to be crashing on my couch on e5 here. You might want to consider not trading bishops. We gotta stay active. I'd really like to break up pawns with b6. That looks like it might hold. There's also a6, strangely, then knight d4. How about e5 right away? Queen d5, bishop c6. I'm just dropping material. So I guess we're gonna go with this. This was the plan. g4, knight h4. Trying to destroy his pawn structure. If knight d4, rook c8. I don't really want to take on d4 to strengthen his center. So we should play something like rook f c8, stopping c6. Queen fianchetto is often good. Nothing wrong with that. Deuce Doppelschock. You really need more letters in your name. Deuce Doppelschock is nice and it rolls off the tongue. We've got Sumaher sort of bouncing in and out. If you are a subscriber to the stream, you get to play first on Mondays and Wednesdays. So what's this? He's gonna let me butcher his pawn structure? What? How does that work? He must have some trick I didn't see. Whoa! He just like sacked a pawn. That's fine. Fine by me. Get out of the way. That bishop hanging. Govin Kurt. Can we sub and not play as well? Absolutely. Not playing is preferred. Is preferred. Let's just not play chess at all. What am I doing here? Yeah, I mean, he's taking my central pawn now. He didn't do it. Whoa. Yeah, that was a little scary. Like, if you played pawn takes d5. Guven Kurt, long time no see. Anyway. We've got a solid position now, I guess. Knight to d6. Followed by bishop e5. Or a6. Just a6. He's got knight c3. I'm trying to find a place to put my bishop. Klaus Bischoff. Yeah, the record holder against me, Opal Dopal, is like 360. One of my VIPs, Morales, we're up around in the higher 300s now. Those who cheat with computers have the best score. No, I don't know who has the best score. I don't know. How did I do this? Why did I do this? What did I do? These are the questions. Rook c8. Oops. Anyway, I'm a little low on time. But we're a pawn up. Talking too much. Objectively. Lost some time. Wow. Zenchess is up to 23-34. Yeah, it's not that easy to play this position. All my pieces are kind of awkwardly placed. And he's so fast. I shouldn't flag here. But I'm just not feeling it. Not awake. It's hard to find the move here. I mean, Rook F8 is passive. I didn't really want to play that. So it's a long way from over. But flagging with a 3-second increment is pretty sad. Normally I wouldn't do that. But that mosquito last night took out like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. I just don't feel fresh and up to speed. Alright. Good game, Zenchess. Usually I don't flag with a 3-second increment, but it was hard to find a move there. Rook F8 felt passive. So once I'm done with these subscriber victims, I will take the other challenges. Sean, Malik, Chimate, whatever I've got there. I'm not trying to avoid you guys. Well, Zenchess, you certainly are fast. But, you know, like most people on my stream, I know it sounds stupid after I lost on time, but you really ought to, like, use more time. I mean, you got an immense time advantage there, like a minute. and a lost position. Maybe not quite lost, but you know, I still think like most people, you're playing too fast and should use more time, especially an increment game. You shouldn't have a worse position and have a lot more time. That's my argument, you know. I just don't think that situation is something that should happen. If you have less time, you should probably have a worse position. If you have more time, you should probably have like a winning position or something. So what do I do here? Does that make sense, what I just said? He's got like a lost position with a lot more time. It means you're not using your time. It's hard to change time controls, though. If you're used to playing like 3-0, I guess. No, I forgot what we do here. Yeah, there's all sorts of different moves. A6 is probably better than this. I'm just not awake. I can't think clearly. Maybe like in an hour I'll be all right. A6 is better than C6. I did this in a game a couple years ago too. Yeah, A6 is more flexible to play it right away rather than C6. Agree. I totally agree. But I'm so used to getting in time pressure. I get flagging with a 3-second increment. I really ought to play more Blitz, I guess. Not fast enough. My speed is bad. I haven't been playing enough the last couple of weeks, or months for that matter. So what's going on here? White's making a lot of pawn moves. Knight on bd7 or e5 right away. Still, yeah, I mean, I guess White's position is fine. This move was kind of an afterthought, like bishop b7. I was just like noticing this diagonal. That's a lot of pawn moves for White. A little bit over the top. c4, d4, e4, g4, h3, and a3. But I suppose it's possible. The g4 I don't think works here against a6, c6. That seems a bit too much. But we'll see. Still, not so easy for me to do anything. Now he's ready to play knight g3. We need to strike. c5, sacrificing a pawn, doesn't do anything. e5 allows him to simplify the center. I don't know. If g5, do I come back or do I go out there? After knight g3, he's just chilling with his king in the middle of the board. Though he's not castling queenside here. Now he allowed b4. At least I'm not the only one that's not fully awake. Although this may not be that bad. Gaining a massive time advantage in the opening. Yeah, I don't think that's all that it's cracked up to be. It works against weak players, but not against experienced players. Normally I wouldn't flag like that against him, but I don't feel awake. I'm very foggy this morning. Yeah, he's blundered. Sumahara is also not awake yet. This was a bad game for him. By his standards. We've played 48 games, so I know pretty well what I'm talking about. Here in Eastern Europe, it's still what I would consider morning time. I guess my COVID vaccine is responsible. I got vaccinated on Monday. That's my excuse. I don't know. I am not feeling it. Not feeling awake. Also, knight f6 is possible, but this way keeps this threat in the air. Yeah, I mean, this is too reckless by white. He overextended. Okay, well, my bishop's in danger of getting trapped. Knight c4. I guess we keep it simple. Man, bishop takes. Miro, what's up? Yeah, Opal Dopal, I don't know, you know. I just lost like a game on time from a better position, but I still think that 99% of people online especially are playing too fast. There's no excuse for like losing a winning position, blundering when you have more time, you know. It's a bad. I wonder if keeping my bishop makes sense. I'm just playing this as simple as possible. This is a bit of a problem. This pawn on e7. Nah, he's done a good job hanging on here. This Benoni structure, Banco structure for black is extremely good. White should objectively be lost here, but I don't know. Queen b3 doesn't win immediately. Queen a4, rook b3, c4, rook b4, queen a3. It's not that simple. There's also e6, which sharpens the play. This is kind of double-edged. I'm trading off his weak pawn on d5. It's amazing. I have no way to attack that pawn. I can't play queen b7, queen c6. I can't attack it with a rook. It's unbelievable. So I'm trading it off to activate my pieces, but I'm also giving him activated threats. He doesn't want to trade that. That's weird. Unbelievable. He's gonna sacrifice the pawn. That's nuts. Queen to d3. Chess Guy rating with a party of 47. What's up, Chess Guy? Thank you for the raid. What is up? Chess Guy, been a while. How's it going? Queen d3. Yeah, everybody can watch me trying to wake up here. I'm really hazy this morning. What is going on? This is a crazy pawn sacrifice, man. How do you even come up with that? Queen d3. Amazingly creative idea. It's probably too much. I thought the point was to play knight f4, but he played queen d5. You threw me off there. I really thought your whole idea was different. To play knight f4. Like as a positional double pawn sacrifice. This is much better, of course. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm structurally getting outplayed. Knight f4, knight d5. He's super fast. Thanks for the raid from Chess Guy. Hope you're doing well. I might have 10-minute chat turned on. If you can't chat, I'm sorry. I'm about to... That happens all the time when people raid me. They like trying to say hi and they can't. I don't know where we left it. Rook e4 or rook e8 maybe. He's very active here. If I grab the pawn on a3, I'll get mated, which is very problematic. Welcome to Chess Guy viewers. Back rank mate is a bad thing. Don't let it happen to you. So, yeah, I need a hiding place on g7. I hate the way I played this whole endgame. I mean, he should have been toast. He should have been toast like ages ago. White was so lost in this position, and he's just sort of found a way to hang on to this endgame where I could potentially not win or even lose because his knight is so strong. He still has an outside pawn. I hate the way I played this game. Just like drifting and drifting and drifting for like the last 20 moves. It feels like. Maybe we've got it under control now. If I can win a second pawn, they're still mating nets, right? Really, I don't know. Should I play like rook e5 there? Shaking that knight up. There's the pass pawn here. But that's the second pawn he's offering. What is going on now? h6. If I take the pawn, am I getting into some sort of mating net? That's the way it feels. Plus I have the c pawn. I mean, connected past pawns. This has to be winning for black. It just doesn't win itself, though. c4. There's no mating nets without h4 g5. Objectively, I can even play like g5 if I have to. He's not going anywhere. That's going to be knight takes a2 controls the queening square for you. It's a good thing my bishop controls a7. This is a win, obviously. But man, I made it very, very hard for myself. My technique is totally sketchy. I could probably screw this up too. Let's see. Rook takes, bishop takes, king g2, d5, d4. Yeah, I'm going to play this. I mean, then the pawn's forever. Alright, Sumer, thank you. So, thanks for the raid from Chess Guy. Welcome, Chess Guy viewers. I'm taking challenges from the subscribers first. So, I've got to take the Miro challenge. Let's take one of these other guys, though. They've been waiting forever. We'll play Miro next. Just so the viewers know they get a chance to play sometimes, too. I'm going to hold on my subscriber challenge. Let's see if this guy's here. Sean Elias Pinto. So you guys know there's hope. You might get to play. Subscriber Miro will be next. Then we're going to see what's up. Awesome for the raid from Chess Guy. Wednesday mornings are really, really slow. So I appreciate it, man. Chess Guy also streams serious chess, playing mostly like longer games and rapid with commentary, very similar to what I do, which is cool. I mean, I guess he plays other stuff like bullets sometimes, but usually when I've caught his stream, he's doing like rapids. Queen a4 check. It's a... What is this called? Rogozin. See, that's the problem. I can't even remember what I'm talking about. First time I saw this variation, B-Jack. Well, I agree with the viewer that commentated that I should play a6 before c6. I had a game with my friend Galyash Miklos the last time I played that with black. It just doesn't make sense for me to play c6 first. If you play a6, you can play c6 or c5. If you play c6, like, you don't have any active plans. Maybe e5, but that's not that great. Basically, if you play a6, you have two schemes available, and white doesn't know, what you're going to go for. a6 is definitely a better move than c6. And I did the same thing in the tournament game. I played c6. He surprised me. I wasn't prepared. It was a tournament game in 2017, I think. And I wasn't prepared to play the black side of the King's Indian at all in a round-robin tournament. And I just made a move, and I didn't know why. c6 is random. Queen a4, c2. This is the idea, all right? We're going to make him have misplaced pieces. Bad knight, bad bishop on d7. I was just explaining this to one of my students. The idea behind this queen move is that we'll temporarily misplace our queen, but force black to have badly placed pieces for the long run, and his c-pawn can't influence the center. So you might argue that all three of these pieces, we'll call the pawn on c7 a piece, Those pieces are not that well placed. This is a totally legit variation for white. But I think you overextended yourself too much, Sumaher. Maybe against bishop, against the c6, a6, you should just play, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you should just play something like sensible, like castle's kingside. Bishop d3, bishop e3, castle kingside. The same way white would play in a same-ish King's Indian. Okay, queen e7 now. This piece can't retreat back. What does that mean? If I play a3, he has to trade it off? But still, black's position is okay. This is not that bad of a move, probably, to play queen e7. Yeah, I like... The one time I played the Makaganov against Sladgie, I told you guys on the stream a long time ago, that's what he did with black. It's a New York City plan. Originally, I saw Soltis do it. Obviously, Sladgie knows Soltis, and all the ideas in the King's Indian sort of circulated around between different players in like the 70s and 80s in New York, the New York chess scene. So Sladgie, for example, would know what Soltis plays. Soltis was a big expert in the King's Indian. The c6 a6 idea you can find in his book, Confessions of a Grandmaster, which I highly recommend. Andy Soltis wrote a million chess books, but most of them are like, so basic opening treatises and stuff. But that book is like about his games. He honestly analyzes his own games. It's rare you get a glimpse into the thought process of a grandmaster. The Soltis wasn't that strong, but he still is a legit GM. I think that's a very authentic book. It's probably out of print, though. I don't even know if you could find a copy of it on like Amazon or something. You probably have to buy it from used books site. But Soltis for black, I'm saying, for the King's Indian. Still, it's interesting from the white perspective. See how different people play. But against that Makaganov is a pain, man. I think that it's one of white's best lines against the King's Indian. I was having this discussion with someone yesterday, talking about like what's the most threatening. Hey, Spectacular Camel, what's the most threatening line against the King's Indian? A lot of people think it's like the bayonet attack in the classical, but maybe it's not. Maybe I think the Makaganov is pretty good for white. That's got the best stats. Alright, I'm going to play Hey It's Miro next, who's a subscriber. Then we'll take some of the other challenges. Black lost central pawn. I guess there's e4 now. There I'm winning a piece with pawn takes. But perhaps he's some trick here. He does have a semi-trick. Who will have the last trick? I have d5. It's hard for me to play all the same people at the same time. Those of you that have been waiting for 45 minutes have to accept that. We are taking the subscribers first. All right. Have I done a sub battle? We used to do team battles. I haven't done a sub battle. It's an idea. Yeah, I would be open to that. So we got a piece. All right, next game. Yeah, our friend Chespia was doing a sub battle against Dragon. A couple of players I know from Hungary today. Sub battle is a cool idea. Guys, tomorrow night hosting a lichess arena. You mean my own arena? Or like the lichess plays or whatever you're talking about. I do tournaments. We have a tournament last night. Tuesday nights I host a tournament here, but it's a Swiss. I used to do arena sometimes. Yeah, you just missed it. Last night. I'm still recovering. I won the freaking tournament. I still don't feel like I'm in good form though. Very foggy headed. Ancient brain international master. I need to play more. I'm mostly teaching and I don't get to play enough for practice. Excuses, excuses. Alright, we're up a piece here, so I'm not going to mess around. Always trade the queens off. When you're up piece, trade material. He's not going to cooperate. Make a mate. Containment facility. Please enter the containment facility. This is not going to be enjoyable for black. Get in the box. Nice try. B5. I feel a mate coming on. He hung in there. That's it. We got you. Alright. Boom. Okay. Hey, it's Miro's subscriber. Subscribers play first. Weird openings Wednesday, so I am supposed to play different stuff. Black's playing for a win. Absolutely. So, what do you do against the Caro Kann when you want something unusual and fun? Good question. I don't know. Caro Kann is tough, man, to come up with something different. I am having trouble here. The fantasy variation. F3 right away. What's wrong with F3 right away? Like black plays E5, right? Knight E2. Let's try the Alapin. No, this is Alapin against e4, e5. This doesn't have a name, probably. Knight e2. It's a known line, though. Unfortunately, I have to close the center now. This isn't great. It's a known variation. I've played black here before. That's probably a mistake. Because I can play knight to d4 at some point, I thought. Interesting. That bishop, yeah, bishop here might actually be an inaccuracy for black. Because the availability of the d4 square. Well, I'm not sure it's that easy for white to prove an advantage. I just remember like blundering this with black once. So he's going to give me the bishop. Give me that. Give me that bishop. Always look for a better move, right? None exists here. He's stopping g4. e6. No. So now my pawn is a liability. Liability. Alright, we've got to defend it. What choice do I have? This looks good, though. We've got our bishops for free. Birds are chirping. Play normal moves, and when I blunder, we can call it a weird opening. Alright, next, I'll try to take some of those other challenges we've got. Those who are subscribers... Oh man, you lost your last round to an illegal move forfeit. Well, normally, illegal move forfeits are only like... Well, I mean, what are you saying? Like, you made an illegal move, so I don't understand. You can't play an illegal move, so you would normally like get a time penalty. Only in Blitz can you lose because of an illegal move, as far as I know. You know, if it was a Blitz tournament, then I understand. Illegal moves lose, usually in Blitz. But in normal chess, you would have like a time penalty, and you would then like play a legal move instead. So the Blitz rules don't apply to over the board like normal tournaments. I don't know how it works, if it's like a hybrid. Good job, Spectacular Camel, getting up there. So this queen, what do we do? G3. Man, maybe h4 is worth considering. It seems like reckless. Knight c3. Well, actually, I mean, if illegal moves get played and nobody catches it, it just stands, right? But if your opponent objects to the illegal move, like I tried to move twice before in the same turn. Spectacular Camel, do we have a new submission for the subscriber stream? I've been trying to spit this out, but tomorrow night is my subscriber stream, so we analyze games by the subscribers. Obviously that makes sense, right? That queen on g6 stuck outside the skeleton of the pawn chain is rather problematic for black. Though he does have queen e4 check if I try to do knight f4 right away. Maybe it gets trapped though. The first illegal move is time punishment. The second illegal move is a forfeit. I would need to talk to a chess arbiter. I never heard of that. I guess it depends on where you're playing. What rules you're playing under, you know, whether it's governed by national rules, whether it's governed by international FIDE rules. I suppose different chess federations have different rules about this kind of stuff, but I don't think under international rules like that would normally be the case. Under FIDE, I don't think you can get forfeited. Yeah. It may be a national rule. I mean, Blitz, absolutely. you're gonna lose. But yeah, that's pretty weird. So c5, going for the e4 check and then trying to undermine my center. c3, pawn takes pawn. Knight f4, queen e4 check, bishop e3. Pawn takes d4, and he's undermining my center. I guess national chess federations are free to make up their own interpretation of the chess rules. But I don't think like people getting forfeited for multiple illegal moves would fly in classical international chess. Of course, that situation doesn't happen, but it's like to move the tournament along in maybe scholastic tournaments or something, for especially for little kids. Doing it constantly would cause a problem. That anybody can make like one illegal move. Two could happen by accident. I mean, that's kind of harsh punishment. All right, I don't know. What am I doing here? This is really annoying. I am very sad about my hunt for the Black Queen is coming up empty. And I hate doing this kind of like passive reaction on the queen side. Wow, knight f4, so he has even that. Just knight c6, calmly developing. Knight f4. Man, this is super annoying. So what if f3? I'm gonna lose on time. Believe it. Why am I losing on time? With a 5+3 time control. This guy's just... He's a Blitz player. Made this work. I'm just thinking too much, you know? There is such a thing as thinking too much. Overthinking. Man. Impressive, though, lately. Hey, it's Miro. He's getting stronger and stronger. Just giving me no time. Well, I don't believe in accumulating time. That's not the goal, you know. The goal is to win on the board. So I'm not interested in like flagging people. I just want to get a winning position and win. You know, I'm not trying to... It's a fantasy, you know, if you think that you're trying to flag people in 5+3 or some kind of increment games. Big mistake. Skilled players will lose, you know, I mean, will win more games in their own time pressure against people who are like panicking, trying to flag them. But man, I'm impressed by Black's play. He's playing like a GM. Man, this sucks. Dude, did you see that? If f3, queen h5, he sees everything instantly. He's sort of tricky. I would call him deceptively fast, because he's not moving like super fast on any one move. But the trick is that he never spends any time on any moves. He just basically just doesn't use too much time ever on any moves. Deceptively fast. It's not like every move is like 1 second, but he never uses more than 3 seconds or 4 or 5 seconds on a move. So you don't feel like you're being blitzed. Now he's finally thinking. But this is a technical position where I'm better with the 2 bishops, but maybe not that much. Queen h4. Unbelievable. Dude is strong positionally. Wouldn't trade queens. Now the queen and knight combination. He's making no mistakes. And he's fast too. No, Morteza. Speed is not the most important thing. In increment, you've got to play on the board. You've got to play the board first. If it's sudden death, it's different. You know, that's a different story. We've got to make that distinction, though. Man, this guy is 97 maneuvering over there. What? I blundered, finally. Wow. I'm just lost. It's not lost yet, but it will be. Incredible. Just totally wasted. It's like a perfect game by black. What's the evaluation here? Damn, dude. What's the CPL for this game? This was an incredible game by black. 1 blunder. I'm just lost. Can't believe he has 2 blunders. So his last move was a blunder? What? I had rook takes f5? That's illegal. How is this a blunder? G4. Queen d3, bishop d3, and I have bishop takes h7. Wow. Unbelievable. But after knight d4, he's just winning. So he made no inaccuracies the whole game, but 2 blunders with 25 queen d4. Like his last 2 moves were blunders. Other than that, it was like a perfect game by black. Like literally a perfect game until move. A perfect game until move 20. Without a single inaccuracy until move 23. No, I'm serious. He played like a GM until we both blundered at the end. Now he's got an inaccuracy somewhere. Queen c8 in the opening was a blunder. Alright. I guess he did make mistakes. Yeah, too fast for me. No, I didn't have time to calculate that. I just lost. But Miro's just getting ridiculously strong. Every time I play him, I'm like, whoa. I can just take the challenges as I get them. I can't, like, cut in line unless you are a subscriber. It's 17 cents a day if you want to subscribe. But I can't stand it when people start, like, begging to play. That's just kind of rude. D3, D6. It's a closed Sicilian. This knight is slightly misplaced on F3. Closed Sicilian / English. The knight should be on E2 in this type of structure. H4 is really wild. I'm just going to ignore the H4. I don't think that it's appropriate here. God, I love Wednesday and Monday mornings. Rated, yeah, that's what I need. After the last game, especially, he's got tricks with knight f6. Well, I'm taking here. This is kind of creepy. Is there some sort of weird tactics with like knight takes e4 and the pressure on the e file? Does white have something there? I don't believe it. Disconnect 4. Connect 4 knights. The e file with the e7 pawn. Those who are subscribers to the stream. Damn, that's aggressive. Knight g5. Seriously, mildly disturbing. I guess I have to take. I was expecting bishop takes. The knight on d5 is royally messing with me here. I'm just up a pawn now. White does have a little bit of pressure on the space. I mean, maybe HG isn't such a bad move for white. Well, he's not an 1800. I mean, he made some wild moves, but he's definitely not 800 either. You know, I don't know. I get a lot of people like this. Their rating is like 1100 and they play like they're 1800. I've stopped even thinking that it's strange. Basically, they're little brothers playing on their account, or, you know, you've got like 4 different people playing on the same account, say, in the same house or whatever. Like, I'll play people who they're like 1100 and they do play like 2000 or 1900. It's probably just like different people. His little brother got the rating and then he plays like a 1900. No, I don't think he's that good, but he's got some talent. And white is not a true 900, though he played very recklessly. He's more like a 900 that could be easily 1700 if he really cleaned up his act a little bit. He played very wildly here in the early part of the game. I mean, h4 is crazy, kind of. The position where he played h4 is totally not appropriate. But that's a subtle, minor mistake, you know? I mean, I have students who are like 1100 that aren't anywhere near as good as this guy. I have heard about people... Well, in the United States, there are some scandals with water bottling, like private companies making water that's like poisonous and stuff. That stuff needs to be regulated. Now, f5, another wildly aggressive sacrifice. The problem in the United States is like bottled water is like legally different from food. So it doesn't have to go through the same like legal qualifications as like food products, which is very tricky. They're like adding additives to bottled water that are poisonous in some cases or something, maybe by accident or whatever, but water should be regulated, you know, just like food. This is an interesting pawn sack. I mean, to sack a pawn with f5 to get control of the d5 square, that's pretty advanced for someone who's supposed to be, you know, he's supposed to be rated 900. I would call that a very advanced, like, strategic sacrifice. Probably it doesn't work, but I mean, still, just to even think of that is beyond the 900. Oh, I have knight f3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm out of it. Yeah, I saw it too earlier, like a couple moves ago. I saw he couldn't play rook e1. Of course I have knight f3. Yeah, I'm just not in a good place, concentration-wise. I don't understand how I cannot see knight f3 check. I think I saw it a minute ago and then forgot about it. But I mean, whatever. Whatever. Now he's just lost all of his pieces. So yeah, I mean, he seems like a 900, but kind of a weird 900. Probably could be a very good player with some training. Winning is winning. Yeah, I mean, the computer is always like brutal. If you make a move like missing knight f3, I'll have like 100 cent upon loss now. I'm not normally like the kind of player who's looking for tactics all the time. Mostly I play strategically. So I miss a lot of silly one-move threats and stuff. Row chess, dude. D Poca. You're a subscriber. Can I mate this guy? I've got a challenge that's rated. That's not going to happen. Guys, we have 45 minutes left. I'm going to take this chime mate guy because he's been waiting for a long time. Then we'll take row chess dude next because he's a subscriber. I'm trying to get a few of the random challenges in there so new people can get a chance to play. But I do encourage everybody to subscribe, please. It's really not expensive. If you subscribe, you can play first. You can play in the simul on Sunday. Also, tomorrow night we're hosting a subscriber stream, so you can submit a game for analysis. We go over games live on Thursday nights here on the stream. This is an annoying variation, honestly. So playing the subscriber challenge next. You got no games? You do. All right. Did we play before? D Poca. We didn't play yet. And then Opal Live. Marteza Bullet has no games. Well, I've got time for at least 3 more games. But I am not seeing much today. I can't even see a fork of king and queen. I lost his end chess on time in a better position. And then lost pretty badly against Hey It's Miro. Not in a very good form today. I don't know. I don't have a good excuse. Just those guys are good though. Zen Chess and Hey It's Miro are good players. I am not feeling it though. Would I play 7+3 against the 1250 Rapid? I would, but I don't have time. Mondays and Wednesdays, lately, I'm only doing 2.5 hour streams, so I've cut out the 7+3 type longer games. And Chime Mate is pretty good. Not a bad understanding of the opening here. I don't like this b file opening up. If he takes on c5, I'm going to have to take with the d pawn. My mind is foggy, yeah. It's always foggy, though. Especially in the morning. I blame it on a mosquito. It woke me up in the middle of the night. I've got all kinds of excuses. My main excuse is that I just haven't been playing enough. I'm actually like literally rusty at Blitz. No, I think Malik will, you could be a good player. You need some work. Then again, so do I. So, it sounds like I'm talking about myself. Man, I was sound asleep and this mosquito got in my room and I woke up and my hand was really itchy. And it bit me like in 3 places, on my shoulder, on my hand, and my arm. And I think because of the COVID vaccine, I was even like itchier than normal or something. It was like the arm that I had my vaccination in. But that's the worst, man, when you're like sleeping really well and something just like wakes you up and then you can't go back to sleep. We've got nothing great here. He's got to take with a knight and then just pressure on my f5 pawn. He's got that f5 pawn. This just drops a piece. Worse than me. You ended up sleeping 12 hours? That sounds good. Alright, we've got time for 2 more games. Maybe 3. So I promised Deep Polka. Deep Polka. Opal Live. There's a player with just bullet games. I'm not going to play that player. You've got to have an established account with Blitz. I'm not a fan of bullet. I discriminate. I'm discriminating against bullet. Let's just trade. I was supposed to play weird openings too. Yeah, I'm not right. I blame it on the vaccine. I don't know. I'm definitely not 100% right today. But I feel like I'm just making excuses. What's up, Antonio? I mean, I normally make excuses anyway, but I don't know. I don't remember that it's like Wednesday. I don't remember I'm supposed to play unusual openings. I'm dropping queen forks. It just doesn't seem right. No, I didn't get AstraZeneca. It's Moderna. I felt fine, although I had some muscle aches last night. My jaw started to hurt for like no reason. You can challenge me, but I don't know if we have time. We've got too many challenges already. So don't anybody else challenge me. This 3-2 is too late. No rated games. I'm declining the player with just bullet games. Is this ever going to end? We need like a study like tactic. You know, puzzle tactic. Queen h5. He's avoiding all the puzzle tactics though. Thanks to Chess Guy for the raid today. Thanks everybody for showing up. I'm going to be doing a stream tomorrow night with serious analysis for the subscribers. Something I can handle better than playing Blitz. Hopefully by next week I'll be back to normal. But Monday I got my first vaccine. See, he sees all the tricks. He's keeping the queen there, so he's protected. There's no tactic to finish him off. Always make sure you don't get back rank mated. Yeah, 93. That's a nice shot from Opal Dopal. He just defended against that too. So he's really going to make me like work here to finish him off. I would just resign with White's position. '94. The problem with 94 is that it's not really threatening anything. Well, I guess 92 fork, but now he's created a target. I mean, now we really have mating threats. G3 was a bad move. In a lost position. So, what did I say? We'll play Deepoka or Opal Live, whatever. We're going to play both of those games first. And Morales, I guess. Why is... Yeah, Deepoka and Morales are subscribers. We have to play our VIPs. Knight D3. You found a defense. Trimate is good at defending lost positions. That's usually a sign of a player who gets bad positions. Like they're good at defending them because they get them often. Now he dropped his queen, but I'll take mate. So at least I see the maiden one. Alright. Next game, subscribers. Deepoka, Morales. You guys want to give Opal Live a game? Alright, we'll give him a game. Then we'll take the 2 subscriber challenges. And we're going to get out of here. I'm going to play those guys. Don't leave on me. Dope. Where was the other one? Now don't disappear. Morales, your challenge is staying with us for some reason. It's not disappearing like usual. Do I have good recommendations for books? Too general a question. I've got a chess library. Man, I have all my books in a storage unit in the United States. Kind of wish I could just sell them now. Don't remind me. So Gambit style. This is kind of an unsound Gambit. No, but I mean too general when you ask for a recommendation about chess books. Really, I mean, there's so many books on chess, you have to specify what concept we're talking about. This is a reversed, some kind of reversed, like Black Mardemer. Rochess dude, where did you go? Rochess dude, where's your challenge? Please re-challenge me. Yeah, I mean, bishop g3 now I'm going to play to nullify that bishop on d6. This is kind of a dangerous Gambit opening, I suppose. Up to a point. You know, that might not be that bad. It's like something Morales would play. Changing my plan now. Yeah, this... I should just take on f6. This is a terrible idea. Well, it's not that bad actually, but it would have just a lot easier to just play bishop takes f6. Sort of a stupid move by me. I'm like waiting to blunder. Queen f3 is fine. You've been rage quitting, Asterbait? Which is best, strategy or tactics? Well, I mean, both are indispensable. I like to treat chess in a certain way that, like the world champion Botvinnik, believe philosophically that tactics are the product of strategic advantage. Not everyone, you know, views it that way. It's a matter of philosophy, I guess. Maybe it's not that important what your philosophy is. But so you don't necessarily have to separate tactics and strategy. That's a standard thing to do, though. We all talk like that a lot, but sometimes I feel bad about it. Giving people the impression that tactics and strategy are necessarily separate things. Basically, it's like math. It's like a made up thing, to help us to understand. Tactics are the product of strategy, a positional advantage, basically, I think. How do I trap that rook, man? I always recommend 500 Master Games of Chess, the book that Miro mentioned, most instructive chess games ever played. I mean, I think the classic way to learn the game is to analyze, complete games. That's the way that I learned the most. Preferably games that have been commentated or annotated by strong players. But people are now getting so into YouTube videos and playing bullet chess online that analyzing games in books is becoming kind of an afterthought. But you're not going to learn the concepts as clearly. There's no substitute for at least ebooks if you want to be technologically modern. You get an ebook and study the game. But the most information can be put into books still, I think. You're not going to get that much out of videos. Not as much information. What is strategic planning? Yeah. Long-term planning. There's a difference between just calculating tactics and making long-term plans. Long-term plans requires more deep thinking. Tactics is like A, B, C, D, counting moves, 4 sequences of moves. That rook on A7 is strategically busted. Maybe my knight can be surrounded by something like bishop C5. Knight A8. I don't know, I'm not really fully here today. That was his plan. To get rid of that bishop on C7. The Dvoretsky's Endgame Manual, and you like it? I have it somewhere. I honestly haven't used it. But I'm sure that it's good. I have a lot of older endgame books that I studied from and taught from. So I didn't really need Dvoretsky's Endgame Manual, because I already have kind of substance of stuff to work with. I have a number of endgame books. Panchenko, I like, that I worked with a lot. Classics like Shereshevsky. But Dvoretsky's definitely very popular now. Do you become more popular after you die as a chess author? Is it like being an artist? That was tragic that he passed away. He wasn't that old. I don't know what the deal was. That was a couple years ago. Like 2 years ago. I don't even know what he died of. He wasn't a really old man. He was probably like in his 60s. I knew him not well, but we had some lessons together. But we didn't work on endgames. So I guess I'm just gonna take this pawn. Dvoretsky had like a huge card catalog of positions that he like categorized. Hundreds of thousands of positions. It was an innovative way of approaching like chess training. He had this like master card catalog, secret positions he collected all his life. Black's just down 8 million pawns. I had a game like this on my phone yesterday against an anonymous opponent. Last, actually, in the night when I couldn't sleep. That's a lot of pawns to be down. Raw tonnage of pawns. Over the weight limit. He's making an effort, but it's too late. Yeah. Alright, so Morales and Deepoka. Last 2 games, probably. I've got to take these guys. They're subscribers to my stream. So if you don't get to play, think about subscribing. I tried to get in as many non-subscribers as I could. I've got to leave in 30 minutes. Usually these games take about up to 10 minutes. We'll see. Deepoka, you have 100-something games. Alright, no London system now. I hope you guys realize you're not allowed to play the London. Now this is a player who is transferring to d4, like a normal d4, c4. Unusual and good. So congratulations. I never played the Old Indian. Let's play the Old Indian. Sunday subs get in. That's the simul. Friday I play just challenges with no preference. I mean, the Old Indian used to be essentially the King's Indian. But I said I was going to play the Old Indian. I'm not going to do like a modern interpretation. In the 30s, Soviets started playing the King's Indian. Basically, the Soviets invented the King's Indian. Well, they perfected it anyway. I mean, I don't know who like the first person ever to play the King's Indian was, literally. But it was the Russians that, or Soviet Union, that used to really perfect. I should say, that's actually wrong. I shouldn't say the Soviet Union. When did the Soviet Union start? Yeah, I mean, I guess around that era, in the 30s. That's why Fischer loved the King's Indian. He had like tons of like old Russian chess magazines, and he learned it from them. And then he went on to win the world championship against the Russians, which was kind of ironic, because he got a lot of his knowledge from them. Wait, just sacked a piece. Nope, that's not going to work. My Old Indian feels a lot more less restricted now with that 1965, which was a blunder. Generally, I like trading queens when I'm up material. This is a little greedy, but that's a fairly significant pawn in the center of the board. I was just thinking about the old style King's Indian, how the King's Indian evolved. It started, with games like this, with knight f66, and then people would play knight on bd7 and eventually e5 and g6. To what we see today, the modern King's Indian, which is actually a bit different. Black doesn't have to play d6. So white's down a piece, and the only thing he's got is a strong pawn to shove to e5 maybe. It's not enough compensation. My pieces are momentarily not very active, but when you're up a whole piece, you can be pretty sure you're going to win. This central pawn is something, but it's not enough. I mean, this is for the beginners out there that might think, you know, this isn't that bad for white. You know, a strong beginner would probably beat a master with black in this position. We're up a piece for one pawn. Actually, no pawns. Oh, I grabbed the c pawn, so he's got a piece down for nothing. Actually, I'm not sure if this is a good move. This is probably a bad move. I'm getting careless. This helps white. I'm helping him play f3, which is a useful move. Morales is up next, our subscriber and VIP. We have the record number of games with anybody. Yeah, so that's a bad move by white. You should definitely not hesitate to play f3 there. Yeah, Brodinsky. I think a lot of the games you'll see from those players, like world champion players from the past, I mean, their play is as good as modern grandmasters in many instances. It's also interesting to see how chess evolved. Yeah, I agree. I think it's definitely worthwhile. I mean, no doubt you could become a strong player by only analyzing the games of Magnus Carlsen and Hikaru Nakamura, I guess. But somehow it's more instructive to see how I think the players in history, you know, developed along the way. This trades pieces. I think some of those old masters are stronger than today's grandmasters, objectively. Now it's over. Knight takes. He may have been hoping for rook e4, but I have all sorts of moves. The only variation that doesn't work, I guess, is rook e4, knight g2, rook g4, and my knight on g2 is trapped. Even that's probably a lost rooking game for white, 2 pawns down. But he just made a crazy blunder in the opening. We'll see. I'm going to play Morales next. I've really got to leave it a quarter after. I'll take another game if I have time. They estimate Capablanca at 2760. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that does seem a little high to me. But I'm not exactly sure how they calculate that, you know. If Capablanca had had the modern tools available today, you know. Did I have some new idea from Morales here? We played this variation a bunch. I don't understand something here. Right, at the end, yeah, I've got knight c2, knight a1, okay. I get creeped out sometimes. He doesn't normally play bishop d5, so that's his way of doing Weird Wednesday. Capablanca wasn't particularly strong in the opening. That was his greatest weakness. He played relatively simplified openings and not really striving for a big advantage per se. So bishop f4 is new. Am I supposed to rook b6 this? I've never seen this. Morales is... I guess this makes the most sense. Just for weirdness, we're trying something new here. Morales is sparing me his tournament prep, which he's been very, very strong with in this line. This is game 270. 370. 370. I can't believe it. If you play 2 games a week, by the end of the year, let's see. If you played like 3 games a week, you'll never get to 3 games a week though. If you played in my simuls, it's been slow going. I can't wait till Morales gets to the 500. We'll have to have a party. 500 is a round number. We'll get to 400 pretty soon. It's going to be a while till we get to 500 games. All-time record holder against me here on lichess. That's a new one. Is that a mouse slip? You gotta do a take back for that move. What was that? A mouse slip? How did that happen? Looks like one of my mouse slips. Clicked on the C6 square. I had a weird mouse slip in my simul game. Against one opponent. Where I played queen d3 and dropped a queen in 5 moves. I had to change the settings here. I did change settings now to drag pieces. It was on click, and drag. But I don't like clicking. That messes me up. I'll click like d8, then turn it off, forget about it. Or I'll click squares and not realize I clicked it. You know, and then later go back and blunder. That's not good. Morales didn't get his f-pawn on today. Alright, careful now. Knight h5. Now, are there any discoveries? Black should be better. Because of the supreme being on b7. This bishop is worth 4 pawns. Super bishop. Plus, well, that's about it, really. That's my advantage. Yeah, I mean, you can do knight f7, king f7, bishop e8. The computer will be like plus 2.5 for black there, probably. He's thinking about it right now. I don't know. Every time I analyze that type of position with the engine, it's just like, yes, you technically have enough material for your two pieces. You have a pawn and a rook, but the minor pieces are too strong in this stage of the game. If knight f7, king f7, bishop f8, bishop b8, queen b8, he has no pieces to defend his king side, and my minor pieces are too active. That's got to be at least +2 for black. But dynamic advantage. Fleeting, time-based advantage. So instead he plays knight to g4. Just in case, my a6 pawn needs to be protected. Bishop e5. Black is equalized. What acerbate? Blunders? Oh, rook e3, of course. That's a standard move. So rook g3, bishop h4, knight h6 check. Even c4 is a reasonable move there. So you can play rook g3, much stronger than f3, which would block his rook. Good morning, Princess Chess. Yeah, it's very morning. Feels like morning for me. We've got 10 minutes left. Thanks everybody for tuning in to the stream. We had follow from Kishonium, Naranja, Hedgehog 3, no, Bogach Hog 3. I need glasses. Street Art Chess King, Astrobate gifted tier 1 subs. That was 13 days ago. I'm reading stuff from 13 days ago. Why am I reading info from 13 days ago? Freshest news. All right, queen d4. What else? You broke for the moment? I'm sure you would beat me in Bullet. I don't play Bullet, Marteza Bullet. I'm not taking anybody's Bullet challenges. As you can see, I have 0 Bullet games for a reason. I have f5 here. Helps to relax. Yeah, it gives me heart palpitations. It's good. Good like that. Good for the relaxation. Alright guys, I'm going to take one more challenge here. Does this player have any games? Yeah. Alright, creep. Next challenge. It's not like I've never played bullet chess. I just quit bullet chess maybe for the rest of my life because I hate it. But I don't like to play chess where I don't care about the game. That's the problem. I think it's bad for you. You know, it's bad for your chess. It teaches you to not think, which is a very, very dangerous way to play chess. Very bad. Alright, we've got 10 minutes. So I'm going to play like I have 2 plus 3 here. We're going to play a 2 plus 3 game. Oh, Schieberspieler is back. So I'm on my last game. Man, that sucks. That D3 move. No fun. H4 now for white. This is not a great opening. I play for fun sometimes. You can't play bullet openings. No one would even like take the time to play theory. It doesn't work. You're just trying to find excuses to justify playing bullet. No, I mean, building speed and tactics could be your only justification. You can't get any normal openings in a bullet game. At least not theoretically. You know, maybe types of positions you could kind of start to play. If you play the Dutch, getting used to playing f5 or something, okay. The general basis of it, a little bit. It's a pretty good opening by white. Queen d3 is not a ridiculous move. Getting used to playing like a certain pawn structure. But I mean, there's no advantage to playing bullet over blitz. With blitz you can play quickly, it's like a 5-minute game. You can actually put a little bit of thought into the moves. It's a lot better. This guy is pretty good. 900. Man, bishop g5 is not a bad move. Now I'm playing f6, weakening this diagonal here. I'm not thrilled with this. Joel Benjamin formation. Very artificial setup for black. But what do you get if you play knight h6? White's play is good, though. He's 12-35 in rapid. Opening play was creative. Queen d3, knight c3, bishop g5. This is all very aggressive. And correct. I hope this isn't a rated game. Alright, guys, I'm back tomorrow night with the subscriber stream. Please submit your games. If you haven't done so, if you're a subscriber to the stream, you'd like to analyze your games. On the stream live, we will be around tomorrow night. Now, that queen c4 move is the first move I've been not really thinking that's great. All those other moves look good. Somehow queen c4 seems like a target. I also, well, yeah, he does prevent b5. I don't know if that was his idea. But white has more important things to do than moving the queen again. My queen is rather obstructed after knight b6. So queen b3 for white here looks strong. Queen with like no squares. It has this square over on h5, but not a safe position either. Creep is right. His pieces are sort of creeping out. Queen c4, queen b3. And now knight d2. With the idea of knight c4. So I'm not happy about that. Wow. Some impressive play by white. What do I do? Like pin the knight, try to get his knight to trade off? This looks very bad. White is definitely better. Look at this play. Play the opening like a master. Queen c4 was slightly weird, but I don't think that's even a mistake, objectively. Master strength opening play, despite being 1200. Yeah, I don't trust black's position here. My queen has literally no squares. I don't think he's a 947. Playing the opening like this. Oh well, I'm glad I stayed for this extra time. I gotta leave in 2 minutes. White's play is master, strength, positional, style. Can I take on c4? There's no tricks with queen b7. That was an inaccuracy by him. Now black's position is not that bad, I guess. I'm approaching equal here. Though my king doesn't have a safe position, maybe I should castle. Knight d5 could be crushing, I just realized. Holy. Knight d5, rook e8. I'm barely surviving. Maybe I should play rook d e8, so as I give my queen a retreat square back to d8. White is suspiciously good for 900. Yeah, I mean, if a 900 played like this, they would be 1800. There's no way this player is 900 or even 1200. He's just too good. Subtle, like, positional moves. There's just no way. Alright. I gotta go. The alarm has sounded. Bishop g3, preempting queen b8. Alright. Whatever. Highly dubious play by black in this game. What? d2 hanging took with knight d5? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't see it, man. I don't see anything. Of course I didn't see it. Are you kidding? You think I would see that? I already missed like a knight fork. Forking king and queen today. Who do you think you're talking to? So he couldn't play knight d5, but he's like a master, man. What is this guy? Subtle positional 900. Must have some kind of weakness. I guess losing on time and winning positions is his weakness. That's the only weakness I can think of for my 900 rated opponent. He must lose on time from crushing positions. I don't know what else to imagine. This is like, dude, are you kidding me? I could just resign here. Alright, whatever. I'm out of here. Check this game out. I'm not going to waste my time. I mean, this player is not a 900. Whatever, dude. You played one inaccuracy. One blunder. Anyway, it's late. I've got to go. White has a huge advantage. There was a blunder at some point. Anyway, I got to go, guys. Sorry, I can't stay. So we'll check out Schieberspieler. Yeah, I'm banned from resigning casual games against 1200s. Absolutely. That's the FIDE rule. What is FIDE? I never heard of it. Sorry. That's some corrupt organization run by oligarchs. Alright. I will see you guys later. Schieberspieler, if you're streaming, I can try to raid your stream, but I gotta run, guys. Gotta go. I will see you all later. Bye-bye.